Yeah, I've been praying and thinking about Bob, and I'm so happy what the school did today. Um, he'd always be the first question. Um, and I didn't get to be with him where if he were here, he and I would be great friends. And you could say, well, media, I've got great friends in the media. I got other people that I avoid. I just do. I mean, whether it's agenda or nasty, I just avoid them. But guys like him and the media out there that know me, that know what I'm saying, know, got some great friends, and he would have been, the rest of our lives, we'd have been talking to each other. How about we give him that first question? We'll give him a moment of silence. May rest in peace. Okay, questions.
Last two games, second halves, offense and defense have probably been the best two halves of the season. Is this a second half team right now? Or do you see it coming together both halves soon?
Well, here's what I would tell you. I got to figure out why Nelly is getting so tired in 4 minutes, the first 4 minutes. What it tells me is a little anxiety. So we got to deal with that. It's hard for us to win if Boogie doesn't play well. Now, he played for 20 minutes. He didn't. And then he started playing. He has the freedom within how we're playing to go do what he does. Here's what I think of him. Triple-double. Points, rebounds. You see him go get rebounds? Takes them from centers and assists. That's what I see him as. You know what? To be that guy, whoa, do you got to go hard the entire time you're in there. You can't take plays off. You can't jog. You're not. You're chasing down rebounds. You're making easy. That's how I see him. But the last game, a dude didn't play well. And we won anyway. We don't have enough guys to have guys not play well and we still win. But Nelly, second half played. I mean, you're starting to see him. He's going to just keep coming into his own. He's physical. Proud of him. Proud of DJ. DJ did good stuff today. DJ doesn't care how he's playing. He plays to win. Nelly's kind of the same way. Jonas was good today. How about how TB finished the game? Diving on the floor. You've seen that many times. No. He's diving all over, blocking, rebounding, defending. He's capable of doing that. And again, I think he's got more offense than he has shown us to.
You mentioned the dude playing well, obviously 26 on 8 of 10, but I thought just to start the second half, it really seemed like he was kind of taking over. Was that an emphasis point for you guys going into the second half? Just what was that?
Where have we struggled defensively? Guarding what? 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 Yeah, this. The three. If you're watching us, we're giving up 35 attempts. We've been working on tough twos. We gave up two where we went like that and the guy shot it. Well, then you didn't do your job. You take away that three. If he drives us, what do we have in the back line that's pretty good? Shot blockers. They can't help us on a three, but they can on a drive, a do. TB, Z, Jonas. They can if you take away that three, which means it doesn't mean you turn your back to a driver. It means that I'm here, but my mind is out there. And we've been working on it for a couple days, and we're going to continue. So we're better at that. The other one is pick and roll defense. We got to get better. We're bringing the bigs up a little higher. But when you do that, the wings got to tag. They can't be out. So they got 2 or 3 dunks, didn't they? Down the middle because the guys on the wings didn't go in. You know why? They were worried about their man shooting the three. You can't be that. You got to help here and still take that three away. Well, I have to do both? Yes, if you want to play. You got to do both. So we got a lot of work to do, but I'm telling you, guard the three better, guard pick and roll. Let's get a healthy team. Again, Z got hurt. I mean, it's like crazy. I've never seen anything like it. Hard to scrimmage when you have 7 guys, 8 guys. It's just hard. But for some reason, I don't think anybody's feeling bad for us.
The first half, I think you guys only committed maybe 1 foul, but you also only forced 2 turnovers. You feel like maybe there was a little lack of physicality defensively in that first half?
No, what they do, they only had 7 in the second half. But what they do, I've coached this way with some teams. We're not going to throw a whole lot of passes. When you get it, break the guy down and try to score. Well, you're not turning that over. You just when you play that way, now it's hard to get assists when you play that way. How many assists did they have? 7. It's hard to get assists when you're playing that way, but it's hard to also turn it over. I coached against John Chaney. John Chaney, their team would end with 3 or 4 turnovers because they'd hold it and one guy would go and they'd shot clock and late and they just didn't turn it over. And they didn't make a whole lot of passes. They made 1 or 2 and that guy did it. So how you play sometimes dictates that. We could have had a couple more steals, but they were sprayed all the way 25, 30 feet out. And some of that, you got to give it to them.
What did UTSA do defensively that slowed you down there in the first half?
Well, again, we had a press attack that wasn't effective. So I changed it in the second half. If you watched, we were screening the press, which I like to do, and it wasn't working. So then we changed it, and then we started playing a little faster. And then the other thing is the zone, I couldn't get them to move. Again, now the second half, they started moving. And now all of a sudden, for the game, we shoot 52%. They take away threes, but we still shot 33%. I have no idea.
Shooting in the second half, 66.7%. But you guys continue to attack the basket. It just seemed to be working a lot better.
How about this? We missed 2 free throws and a 2-footer to end the half, or it's a 4-point game. And that's, you deal with it as a coach. What, am I mad? No. I'm telling you all again what I said last night. I am happy. I'm happy to be coaching here. I'm happy to be coaching this team. I have on my wall, what did we put on my wall? Coach your team. That's what's up there. Coach your team. I'm not bitter toward anything. I'm not. Listen, this is the first page of the first chapter of a new book. The timing for me and my career and my life, this was perfect. And I appreciate all the fans and everybody giving me this opportunity to do it. But I'm happy. You know what I did after the game? Because my son gave me 2 really good suggestions. I kissed my son. I can do that because he's here with me. So I got work to do, but I'm telling them, if we do these things and do them consistently, we'll be one of those teams. This league, whoa. Like you're looking for a win. My problem is I think they're looking at us for a win. But there's like, where do you get them? I mean, every team's like 9-1, 9-0, 8-1, and beating this team, going on the road, 14-2 versus the ACC. And we were one of those 14. We led most of the 147 to end the game. I mean, this stuff is going to be rough, and I got to get this team right. More important than I get their attitudes right. You cannot worry how you're playing. Worry how we're playing. You can't let what you have done break down defensively. You can't do it. You can't do it. You got to just keep playing. Carter Knox was better today. We need Carter Knox. That ball that he freed up, it was still an 8-point game. He freed up the ball and the dude got it and it was an and 1. Doing that kind of stuff. Carter was better today.
You mentioned earlier John L. Davis playing a lot better in the second half. I believe he's shooting at over 50% from three over the last 4 games. Just what has been different about his approach, maybe, or just kind of what kind of element does he bring when he's shooting as well as he is?
I tell these guys as in mass, I respect all of them because of what they're going through. Do you know what's on these kids' shoulders? Like everybody. Like I got to do this because I got that. And if I don't, then every shot becomes a draft position. How are they shooting now? Can't make any shots. You got to just play and feel comfortable with the fate. Whatever it is, deal with it. And if it's bad, it's good for you. Like we needed guys to struggle. Boogie needed to struggle at Illinois to know it ain't going to work, man. And you know what? He comes back and he's getting better and better. Same thing with Carter. He struggled. Billy, last game, struggled. That's all good for these kids to learn. You know what I told their parents at Thanksgiving? Don't give them excuses. Don't alibi for them. Don't enable. I can't either. And if they go through this and have to deal with it, they're going to be better for it. But you can't give them 10 excuses. It's somebody else. The coach didn't run the. No. Yeah, playing like crap. You're better than this. Go play. And let all the young people deal with it, because at the end of the day, if we're doing our job, one, we better be truth tellers. I was a truth teller yesterday in practice. Ooh, my. I was that truth teller. But they also have to go through tough things and deal with it. The major battle this team has right now is with themselves. If I can get them out of that mode and into us, and we're looking better running stuff, but we're not there. I got a lot of work to do. They got a lot of work to do. They just got to keep going. Can I go home? I'm going to get home by 3:45.
Ready? First of all, obviously a sad week in Arkansas. We lost Bob Holt. So that's sad for every Razorback fan, and our organization included. Personally, I had a great relationship with Bob. There's like this little sound bite of us last year having an interview, and he had a great time. So, just wanted to say that before we got started.
Jonas, you got your first start tonight. How good does it feel that it seems like you're slowly but surely working your way back? And what do you think about your performance overall tonight? A pretty good game, scoring and rebounding.
Still work to do. Just trying to get back. I missed pretty much all summer, all of preseason, so I'm just trying to work back. But getting my confidence back. Learning to play with the guys because I missed out playing with them throughout the whole practices and the summer too. So just getting those reps is the best thing for me right now.
For both of you guys, just how big was, I know the offense wasn't great in the first half, but it seemed like the defense kind of led to the offense coming to life after halftime. I mean, did you guys kind of feel that? What was the biggest difference first half to second half?
From defense, we got to get stops. We didn't get no kills in the first half, which is you get 3 stops in a row. So we really embraced that in the second half, and I felt like we took their pride away for sure.
Yeah, really for either of you guys, obviously Adu had another big game, especially I thought kind of after halftime, he really kind of led the charge to start the second half. Just what did you guys kind of see from him, and just kind of how did he kind of affect things today?
This is, we've been seeing that the whole summer, him dominating and, dominating in practice and coach pushing him. So, this is just a reflection of the work he's done this summer and, him trusting the coaches. So.
Anything to add to that, Jonas? Or
We see it every day. We know he can do it. We tell him you got to knock them free throws down. That's 30 points. He's leaving on the board, but he's getting his confidence. He's a very strong physical driver. He's a big part of this team for sure.
Boogie didn't shoot probably as well as he would want to today, but he still finished with 7 assists, 6 rebounds. Just what kind of player is he, just to be able to affect the game, just even when his shot isn't falling? Just breathe.
Good freshman guard. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs. Like when your shot's not falling, you got to control the game some other way. So I feel like he was the head in the stake for this game. Dishing it out, getting a couple of assists, which was pretty good for him.
And then John Ells really started to find his shooting form in recent games. Just what kind of, I guess, an added element does that kind of bring to your guys' offense when he finds his shot?
you know, we all know how well he can shoot it. So I mean, it's just him doing it in the game and having the confidence to do it in the game. But you know, when he's shooting like that, it spreads the defense out and adds another three-ball threat. So
4 points in the second half and come from behind winning 2 games early. The last game out, then 48 to now, that's won by 20 in the second half. Is this the second half team or what are the talks like we all heard in that locker room? Halftime?
go ahead.
We're just a team. We're just trying to get it together. You know, we was missing Big Z today too, so we had pretty much 8 players in rotation. We're just trying to still figure out game by game. Like every game's not going to be perfect, but we're definitely going to get it clicking for sure.
Trevor, you had that big steal out of the inbound play in the second half win for Doug. You got out. What some of these individual plays you're making in the game, how does that help you as you continue to move forward?
I'm just doing what I know I can do. You know, the things I'm good at, I'm just trying to excel in that and, you know, be perfect in it or close to perfect. So,
What did Coach Cal have to say at halftime?
I mean, I'm not gonna get into too much detail, but he's basically telling us we got to play better. And, you know, the way we were playing was just offensively and defensively was how we wanted them to play. We were just kind of being passive. So, you know, second half we came out more aggressive. You know, and it turned out to be a good half. So.
Absolutely, yeah. It was tough getting back. I tried to get back a couple times, like probably a month or so ago too, and then it wasn't feeling right, so I had to sit back out again. So like it's definitely been hard going through this for sure.
You two all report together, for a little bit. What's it like, having two big guys before and maybe that
I would say it's a little comforting because I know I'm not the only big out there, and you know I got help with rebounds and blocking shots. So, you know, when we go big, you know, also a dude's in there at the three when we do that. Um, you know, it's just I feel like our defense is a lot better, and just because we're so long.
And you guys haven't been healthy and everything, and you're practicing with a smaller roster, but the 2 big lineup, is that something that you guys feel like you're gonna really need if we get to SEC play and maybe continuously playing these good teams?
Absolutely. Coach has definitely been talking about it, but we just started scrimmaging because we started getting guys healthy. So he's definitely trying different lineups for sure. And then when it comes to SEC, we're definitely going to be throwing a lot of different lineups.
I don't know how much you guys have maybe looked ahead to Michigan at all, but they've got 2 7-foot guys in the front court and Vlad Golden and Danny Wolf. Just, what kind of challenges do you guys kind of expect going into that one?
We know it's gonna be a dogfight. You know, we haven't really gotten to the film yet, but you know, we're all pretty familiar with the team because you know Nelly played for the coach, so you know we've got a little insight from him. But we know they're gonna be physical. We know they're gonna do pick and rolls with the 4 and 5. So you know we'll go over that for the next couple of days.
Obviously, playing for Coach May and having obviously played with Vlad Golden, has he talked about that at all? Is he excited to go up against those guys? Or
He's definitely going to have a chip on his shoulder. I'm going to just keep that like that.